So Bhagavata Pravaha. And so we have heard the overview of Bhagavatam, and then how Bhagavatam is Lord Krishna himself. And Lord Krishna is not just by himself. Lord Krishna means Lord Krishna's paraphernalia, dharma, associates, devotees, everything put together. That's what Bhagavatam has. So Lord Krishna himself. And how we have heard Bhagavatam, the summary of Bhagavatam. And then first canto, second canto, third canto, fourth canto, fifth canto, sixth canto. We are in the sixth canto. Sixth canto is Poshana. Poshana is sustenance, nourishment. Nourishment that the Lord gives to the devotees to sustain bhakti is Poshana. It comes in so many forms. In so many forms. The form of sadhu, shastra, Vaishnavas, seva, in many forms. And we have heard how the Poshana is given through Harinama in Ajamila Charita. That's the first part in the sixth canto. Second part, we have heard about the Visarga, right? How the secondary creation has had a robust increase, explosion when Daksha came into the picture, because he is the expert in procreation. That we have heard in the second part. So third part would be about Vishwarupa. And we have heard the connection of this third part. From the last class itself, we have heard the connection. Remember, all we have heard Daksha's daughters, how they were married to the progenitors, and how all the species came into existence. And at the very end, Sukadeva Goswami says, look, see, Tvashta is a Aditya, means a demigod. Then he marries a Daitya, daughter of Daitya. I think she's Rachana. Yeah. And their son is Vishwarupa. So this Vishwarupa, he was the priest of the demigods when Brihaspati walked out of the heavenly planets. So then Parikshit Maharaj asks, wait a minute, Guru Varya, would you please explain about this? Why did Brihaspati, the priest of the demigods, the guru of the demigods, what made him walk away from the assembly of demigods? And how come this Daitya, demon, Vishwarupa, became the priest of the demigod? Can you please tell me more about this? So that's the question of Sukadeva Goswami. So that takes us to the third part of the sixth canto today. And of course, the other part of the parts of the sixth canto are, the next one would be our hero, Vritrasura Charita. Beautiful one. And the last one is a little bit of it, that is about Aditi. So today's focus is about Vritrasura. Vishwarupa. So we will know more about what happened, how Vishwarupa became the priest of the demigods. So in this episode, we will hear about Aparadha, Vaishnava Aparadha, especially Guru Aparadha. And we will also hear about Lord Vishnu. What does he tell demigods? When the demigods, why does demigod pray? Why did the demigods pray? And what did Lord Vishnu come and tell them? How is that related to us? So these are our main focuses, very relevant to our bhakti. So we'll enter into the katha and we will see what happened. Okay. So that's Swarga. I'll share that. we really want to go to our original spot of Sukadeva goes, yes, we will miss this spot. We want to start with this. So Parikshit Maharaj was asking this to Sukadeva Goswami. And we are all sitting here. Yeah, this is our original spot in Bhagavatam. So he asked that question, Parikshit Maharaj, to Sukadeva Goswami. What happened? Can you please tell? Then Sukadeva Goswami, he starts saying it. Once upon a time, Indra, the king of heaven, he became arrogant. He's proud on and off because he's in Rajoguna. So this time, one day, Indra was on his throne and he was surrounded. In the assembly were present all the Siddhas, Charanas, Gandharvas, Kinneras, Kimpurushas. And all of them are dancing and singing his glories, the glories of Indra. And also there were some saintly people that were present too from Tapoloka. So this assembly, there was a lot going on in this assembly. And that's when Indra's guru, Brihaspati, walked into the assembly. And what did Indra do? Indra continued with his entertainment. He thought, oh, well, Brihaspati, I kind of see him every day. Yeah, I know he's my guru, but I kind of see him every day. Familiarity. Familiarity breeds contempt. So, with that familiarity, Indra did not do what he was supposed to do. He broke the etiquette. As a king, when a Brahmana walks in like that, he's supposed to offer, first of all, get up, offer good words of welcome, offer a seat, a respectable seat. None of those things happened. So he broke the etiquette, Indra. Brihaspati, he did not say a thing. He did not say a thing. He did not chastise Indra. He knew something was going to come upon Indra just by his attitude and behavior. He did not say a thing. And immediately, Indra, even when Brihaspati was there, he immediately realized that he did not pay respect and follow the etiquette. So poor Indra, he realized quickly. And then he said to himself, he actually in the assembly, he was saying it loud, and he's saying, oh, I am very proud. Look at me. I was in Aishwarya Mattha. Mattha is madness. Mad with this opulence, mad with this prestige. I condemn this wealth. I can condemn this opulence. Even if somebody is a king, they should be respecting the Brahmana. And what am I doing here? Ignorant leaders who mislead people, both the leaders, when they are ignorant, and those misled people who are following that ignorant leader, they go into path of destruction. It is like somebody boarding a stone boat. Stone boat is sure to sink. So ignorant leaders who does not follow etiquette, they are like that. Oh, what a great mistake. I will bow down at the feet of Brihaspati without duplicity, without two things going on in my mind. I will simply bow down and satisfy him. He says like that. Poor Indra. He realizes that. But by that time, Brihaspati, he disappeared from that place. Disappeared. He has the capacity to appear and disappear. So he disappeared at once from that place. So Indra, he lost his peace. He did not please his guru, and then he lost his peace. So Indra kind of realized it, regretted it, but certain things are so grave that unfortunately the impact had to be taken. So that was the case with Indra here. So this is the first scene, dear devotees, that we have in this Bhagavad Pravaha. Why did Indra behave the way he did? What was the reason? And how is that applicable to us? And how could one prevent this? Indra clearly, when somebody is in Rajoguna, under the influence of Rajoguna, then when somebody is in the mode of passion, Rajoguna, it is like driving a car above a speed limit, fast above a speed limit, sometimes on a slippery road, like that. So it's a delicate situation and safety can be compromised. Rajoguna is like that. Yeah. And see, when the roads are like that, and say if we are driving like that on the freeways, say if we are doing it in the neighborhood and at a speed of 60 when it is supposed to be 30, then we have those speed breakers every now and then, here and there, right? So they check our speed. They're meant to give us the safety for us and for the people around too in the neighborhood. So those are speed breakers. These etiquettes are also like that. When we are prone to be in passion because of our nature or because of our situations, these etiquettes, they come to our rescue. They come to our rescue. They are like speed breakers in a neighborhood, and they're like a fence on a freeway or like that, or the wall that is built on a freeway. So they're like a fence. Etiquette is like a fence. Vaishnava etiquette is also like that. Vaishnava etiquette, in our day-to-day dealings, Vaishnava etiquette, especially according to Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are 3 ways. The Vaishnava etiquette is endorsed for us to practically implement in 3 ways. These are our fences, dear devotees. And first is, whoever takes the name of Krishna, whoever it might be, respect them mentally. And whoever dedicates their life to Krishna, commits to bhakti, that means who takes the initiation diksha, respect them mentally and offer the respect with words. That's why whenever we meet, the etiquette is, please accept my obeisances to you, my pranams to you. Because we are respecting them and their bhakti and their determination, their desire to seek shelter of Govinda. That's why my pranams to you. Please accept my humble obeisances. Yeah. And second thing we say is, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Gauranga. That immediately is supposed to bring us to our attention that whatever we have in bhakti is given by our Gurujana Gauranga. We are not the doers. So we are cherishing the prasada that is given to us, the mercy that is given to us. So all glories to them. How beautiful is that? This is why we are encouraged to follow the etiquette. These are beautiful opportunities for us, like a fence, like a speed breaker, to bring us at least to the mode of goodness and quickly to devotion. Yeah. So that is to who has committed to the path of bhakti, to take Sharanagati. And the third etiquette is one who has dedicated his whole life to the seva of the Lord. The sannyasis, the gurujanas, the realized souls. Then we not only offer respect to them in the mind, with the words, but with the body, we offer the seva too, vapu seva too, like that. Yeah. So this is the Vaishnava etiquette, and this is for our own safety in our spiritual journey, for the safety of our own car in spiritual journey. So we want to utilize those opportunities, and when we understand why they are in place, then that will be more helpful to us. Otherwise, it becomes a ritual. When we understand what we are doing, then it is a process. A process can bring transformation. Bhakti is a process, not a ritual. Everything that we do in bhakti, everything that we say in bhakti is a process to bring transformation. So that's Vaishnava etiquette. Here, Indra, he broke the Vedic etiquette. So according to Vedic etiquette, a king is supposed to stand up and offer a suitable seat to the Brahmana in the assembly. That's Vedic etiquette. It's not just breaching the Vedic etiquette. Indra, he has offended his guru. That is even more grave than Vedic etiquette. Breaching the Vedic etiquette, right? That we will hear from Brahma. What about that aparadha to guru? That we will hear from Brahma. So, what happened here? Indra, he lost his peace. Yeah, he was having fun up until then, but now everybody was there. Everything so-called fun was going on, but he lost his power. He lost his peace. Immediately, the network between the demigods and the demons, so fast, such a fast network, infrared, ultraviolet, I don't know, these cell phones, 12G, whatever it is, super fast than that. The moment this happened to Indra, the moment Brihaspati disappeared from the assembly and Indra lost his peace, all the Daityas, demons, they immediately knew what was happening in Swarga. And they declared a war against demigods because they came to know that Indra has no power now. So, and demons attacked demigods. And the demons, they could easily injure all the demigods, the powerful demigods. So demons injured all of them. With all these injured bodies, they ran, all these demigods, they ran to Brahma, Indra and the demigods. They ran for help. Then what did Brahma say? Oh, Indra, how impudent you are with the madness of material opulence. You have disrespected your guru. Do you know what it means? Look at this. You are so powerful. Demigods are so powerful. And you have won so many wars, right? Do you think it's because of your strength? Have you thought so? Probably. I'm just going to say what Brahma said. So, all that strength that you have had to win over the demons, do you see that it has come from your Guru Brihaspati? Otherwise, why would you be losing the war now? You are very powerful, and the demons were so, they are powerless. They are not so strong as you. They are very weak. And you have defeated them so many times in the war. And what did just happen? Those demons, they defeated you. Where did their strength come from, Indra? They were very weak and you went and defeated them. Yeah? And now you have become so weak, they came and defeated you. So where did their strength come from, Indra? Because they are worshipping their Guru, Sukracharya. It is in the worship of the Brahmanas, cows, and Govinda that the strength lies. You disrespected a Brahmana, your Guru here. They are worshipping the Brahmana, their Guru there. That's why they have become strong, more stronger than you. Not just more stronger than you, they were stronger than me also. They have attacked me in the past too. Where do you think their strength has come from? It's not their strength. They were defeated so many times. Their strength is their Guru Nishtha. That's the worship that they have offered to their Guru. That is why they are strong now. And you have lost yours, your worship and your Nishtha to Guru. That's why you are weak now. Do you see? All the strength that you have enjoyed so far, all the victories that you have so far is not because of you. It's because of Brahaspati, his strength. This is what Brahma says. And Srila Prabhupada beautifully describes in the purport. We have heard this so many times. And the whole discussion is about one thing, dear devotees, Guru Tattva. It's about Guru Tattva. So what does Shastra say? Lord Krishna says in 11th canto to Uddhava, Acharya mam abhijanati. O Uddhava, know that Acharya is myself. There is no difference between me and Acharya. Navamanyeta karhichit. So don't think that we are different. I am, Acharya is myself. Yeah? And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, right? In the Guru Ashram. Yeah? Yasya prasado bhagavat prasada. Yasya prasado nagati kutopi. Yeah? That's Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He also says, Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastra. Sakshat Hari comes down as Sri Guru. And Lord Krishna, we have just heard from Lord Krishna speaking to Uddhava in the 11th canto. And the next one is from Srila Chakravarti, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastra. All the Shastras declare that Hari himself comes down as Guru. Bhagavat Tattva descends as Guru Tattva. Yeah? And Yasya Prasado Bhagavat Prasada. With the Prasada of Guru, with the mercy of the Guru, you get mercy of Bhagavan. With the mercy of Bhagavan, we get Guru. We get inspired within and we want to take shelter. And that's how the Paramatma comes in the form of Sri Guru. So with the mercy of Bhagavan, we get Sri Guru. And with the mercy of Guru, we get everything about Bhagavan. The Katha, Nama, Seva, and everything, the shelter that is given in the Parampara. So with the mercy of Guru, we get Bhagavan. And Yasya Aprasado Nagati Kutopi. So if you are pleased with your mercy, I get Bhagavan. If you are not pleased, Yasya Aprasado Nagati Kutopi. What would happen to me? I have nothing. Yeah? That is Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Yogyata vichare kichu nahi paaye, tomara karuna sara. If you look at me, scrutinize me, yogyata, there is zero qualification. I have no qualification whatsoever. The only qualification I have is your mercy. So that is Guru Tattva. Why is it like that? Because Ajnanati Mirandasya, Jnananjana Shalakaya. Guru Tattva, Sri Guru gives us spiritual vision. The spiritual vision. Without spiritual vision, we are blind. Without spirituality, ours is a dead life. Material life is dead life. It's just the interaction of modes. So like that, without the spiritual vision, we are blind. So that vision, that very vision is given by Guru, right? And our Sambandha Jnana, Abhideya Jnana, Prayojana Jnana, everything is by Guru. So he is making our way, taking us back home to the spiritual realm. So that is Guru, not an ordinary person, right? And Srila Prabhupada says, beautifully says, we have heard from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, or Srila Prabhupada says, it's in the second canto, second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, if I'm not wrong. And that's the verse is Ekehi Gurunandana. Vyavasayatmika buddhi Ekeha Gurunandana. Bahushakahi Anantasya Buddhayo Avyavasayinam. Srila Prabhupada says, specifically for this verse, he says there, this is my turning point. This sloka and the explanation given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura to this sloka in Bhagavad Gita is turning point was turning point in my spiritual life. Because that was the moment where Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. My determination got my determination was very focused. Ekeha Kurunandana, unbranched. And that's when Srila Prabhupada says, and that's when I was determined that my life and soul would be the instruction of my Guru Maharaj. I am going to live only for the instruction of for my Guru Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada writes there. So that is the potency that comes from Guru and Guru's instruction. And this is all we have heard from Lord Krishna and from all the Acharyas. And why are they saying that? Because the Tattva is like that. The Guru Tattva, when Bhagavad Tattva has to descend down and take us back to real, to his realm, then that is Guru Tattva, like that. So, yeah, we have covered all the Acharyas. So that's the importance of the Guru Tattva. And so when somebody understands that Guru Tattva, not only here but understands and lives by it, they would not do aparadha. They would not do aparadha. And this is one of the reasons why our taste for the holy name is also compromised. Because when we understand Acharya Mam Abhijanati, Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastra, we are hearing it now, but as we gradually understand that, realize it, then with the Guru Tattva, Nama Tattva descends more. Yeah, so that is the relationship between the Guru Tattva and the Nama Tattva. That's why Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. The vision, Guru gives the light, spiritual vision to us. So this thing that happened with Indra would not happen with a pure devotee. It did not happen with Prithu Maharaj, right? When all the 4 Kumaras came, the Brahmanas came from the Satyaloka, from Janaloka. What was the response? Prithu Maharaj, because he knew he knew and he lives by it. That's why his welcoming was different, like that. But Indra is still, there is some passion in there, like that. So and that's why this has happened. Okay. So what do? We want to follow the etiquette, Vaishnava etiquette, and especially with our superiors, the spiritual authorities, our guru. We want to be respectful. Yeah, we want to be respectful. That's right. And now, okay, Brahma says, okay, now that you have done all this, okay, I have to give you some advice. Accept Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa is the son of Tvashtra. Okay, so go and request Vishwarupa to be your guru. Then he will fulfill your desires. Like that way. It means you will gain victory over the demons and you'll get the Swarga back. But remember, Indra, you have to tolerate his inclination to demons. He said that, Brahma. Because Vishwarupa is half and half, like father is from the demigod side, mother is from the demon side. So he naturally has some inclination to the demons too. So Brahma already warns ahead of time to Indra. You have to be tolerant to his inclination to the demons. What does Indra do? All this has happened so far. He heard this Brahma also. He got this warning from Brahma too. And then what did Indra do? Okay, Indra came from the Brahmaloka here he came to Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa, he was doing his homa. He's a Brahmana, not just a priest, but he is Brahman realized soul. Vishwarupa. Yeah. And so Indra and all the demigods came. They came and said, "Oh, Vishwarupa, please hear what we have to say. Yeah, see, we are on the level of your parents, right? And the parents, when parents ask something, children cannot say no, right? And especially those children who are not married and who have no other responsibilities, they would not say no at all to the parents, and they serve the parents so very well. That is the Vedic tradition, right? This is all Indra. The politics can go in so many ways. Politician Indra, how to get Vishwarupa agreed to him? Where does the relationship work? Where does the fame work? Where the politics work? This is all political affairs. So Indra comes and approaches Vishwarupa like this. In a very sentimental way, exploiting the Vedic tradition. So he asks Vishwarupa anyway. So that's why as parents now we are requesting you. See, we are defeated by enemies and we are very distressful. And what does the children do when the parents are very distressful? They try to relieve the distress of the parents, right? And we are like parents to you. And you are still a brahmachari. So you have all the more responsibility to relieve our distress, right? And you may be thinking, oh, you may be thinking that you are junior to us, younger to us, but don't think like that. You please become our guru. It's not about the age. Yeah. So without any hesitations, because you are advanced in chanting Vedic mantras, you can be our guru. Yeah, because he needs his kingdom back. Yeah? And the second thing is, not only Vishwarupa is advanced in chanting Vedic mantra, he is superior, he is Brahman realized. So that's what Indra is saying. Because you are Brahman realized, you are very much qualified to be our guru. So in both ways, you are qualified to be our guru. You are supposed to be our guru, and we are like your parents, so become guru. That's the proposition from Indra. What does Vishwarupa say? Vishwarupa is a pretty pakka Brahmana, and he says, "Oh, he is inclined to follow the Vedic etiquette." He says, Okay, I hear you. My respect to all of you, demigods, and to you, Indra. Yes, I agree. You are like my parents. And yes, I should relieve the distress. And you are like my gurus, and I am like your disciple. So I will accept your command. Becoming a priest is a little more condemned when compared to being a Brahmana. Brahmana is, they don't expect anything from anybody. They don't do yachana. They don't expect anything from anybody. They just pick up the grains that are there in the paddy field. They don't they don't expect or ask anything in return. But priests are not like that. They would ask for the priesthood. There would be an expectation of wealth. So in that way, priesthood is condemned when compared to Brahmana. But for your sake, although it is reproachable, I will not refuse your order. I will fulfill your request. Vishwarupa agrees to be their priest of the demigod. And Vishwarupa, in order to kill the demons that have occupied the Swargaloka, the heavenly planets, Vishwarupa is now teaching Narayana Kavacha to the demigod and to Indra and the demigods. That way, whatever opulences that they have lost, Indra and demigods have lost, they could gain that back and they could gain victory over the demons. So that's what Vishwarupa did. He taught them Narayana Kavacha. What is this Narayana Kavacha? We will just get to know what that is. There's not so much of lessons for us here in here, but it's very wonderful to hear the names of the Lord in the Narayana Kavacha. So Narayana Kavacha is a Kavacha that is formed with the names of the Lord, mantras of the Lord. That is Kavacha. So Vishwarupa, you look at this Vishwarupa, he has 3 heads. He's not Brahma. He has 3 heads, Vishwarupa. So he is teaching this Narayana Kavacha to Indra and the demigods. He has 1,000 eyes on his body. Shatakrutu Indra. So he's teaching. Vishwarupa is teaching Narayana Kavacha. So he was explaining the words, the mantras in the Kavacha and how those mantras are uttered while applying tilaks on different parts of the body. So basically that is Narayana Kavacha. That's what he was teaching to Indra. So here different names of the Lord are invoked for the protection. So Lord's protection through his various energies and attributes. So all those mantras pertinent to the energies of the Lords and attributes of the Lord. See, getting protection through the energies and attributes of the Lord. So certain mantras like that. There are so those mantras are also part of the Narayana Kavacha. And the other mantras that are there in the Narayana Kavacha are here it is. Yeah, that was the last slide. Okay, yeah, this is what we're talking about, the preliminary process. How the mantras are uttered while specific mantras are uttered while putting tilaks at different parts of the body. And each time a mantra is uttered, then it is preceded by Om and the name of the Lord. Okay, so protection through various incarnations. So uttering the names of the incarnations of the Lord and the kind of protection they give. We'll just see 1 or 2, then we get an idea. Protection by various incarnations. This should be preceded by Om. So like Om Matsyaya Namaha, something like that. Should be preceded by Om. Om Matsyaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, like that. So Om Matsaya Nama is to protect from water and from fierce animal. Vamana is to protect anything that is coming from the land. And Vishwarupa or Trivikrama is for the protection from sky. Narasimhadeva, protection from forest and battlefront. Varaha, protection from roads on the street. Parasurama, protection from the tops of mountains. Ramachandra, protection from foreign countries. I'm just going to say only the Nama of the Lord. Okay. And all these protections, of course, different kinds of protections. Ramachandra, Narayana, Nara, Dattatreya, Kapila, Sanat Kumara. These are the expansions of the Lord. Two different Shaktivesha avatars are also there. So different incarnations, different avatars of the Lord giving protection. Continuing, Hayagriva, Narada, Kurma, Dhanvantari, Rishabhadeva, Yajna, Balarama, Vyasadeva, Buddhadeva, Kalkideva, Hayagriva, Narada. So purifying just to hear the names, right? And then other names of the Lord, invoking these names of the Lord for protection in different parts of the day. Yeah, this is from different elements, different directions, different elements, right? And this is for different parts of the day. And what are the names again? Keshava, Govinda, Narayana, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Madhava, Rishikesha, Padmanabha, Vishnu, Janardana, Damodara, Vishweshwara. Different parts of the day. Calling out the mantras. Now, these are the different weapons of the Lord. So invoking protection by uttering the mantras pertinent to different instruments, the weapons of the Lord for specific protection. These are all the different kinds of protections. And what are all the weapons of the Lord? Here, chakra, that is Sudarshana chakra, gada, kaumudiki gada, shankha, panchajanya, sword, I don't know the name of the sword, hopefully we'll know that soon, and shield. All these, they have the names too. It will be beautiful to know the names. So these are the protection from different weapons. The mantras invoking the mercy of these instruments of these weapons of the Lord, so they can get protection from different weapons of this Brahmanda. And now, Lord's protection through his various energies, attributes. So different names of the Lord again for protection from this is protection through his various energies. What are these energies protecting from? From planets, environment, animals, ghosts, material elements, like that. So different kinds of protections that we could think of to save this material body. That is Narayana Kaucha. So that's the Narayana Kaucha that Vishwarupa gave to Indra and demigods. All these demigods, they're asking for protection from all these material elements. So they can save the body, save the Swarga planet, and be in the Swarga planet. Okay, what happened? Now, Narayana Kaucha, the demigods, they got it from Vishwarupa. So, with this, they regained their opulence. They got the power because now they have the Guru again. Vishwarupa is the Guru, right? Guru Tattva. They are getting the mercy again from the Guru Tattva. So, they regained their power. They gained the power and defeated the demons. And meanwhile, what happened? What happened was, every day, as Vishwarupa, he was giving protection through this Narayana Kavacha, and every day he was doing the Homa. Yeah. And one day, Vishwarupa, as we have heard, he has 3 heads, right? He was offering the mantras for the protection of the demigods, as he is promised to Indra and the demigods. That part is good. The demigods regain their position. Opulences are there back again. They should be happy, right? But what happened here? Vishwarupa, he was offering oblations for the demigods on one side, and very secretly he was offering oblations to the demons also. And Indra, he notices that. He feels so insecure. He felt so insecure, immediately he cut off the heads of Vishwarupa. The 3 heads of Vishwarupa. Again, Guru Hatya this time. Not Aparadha. Hatya ho gaya. So the 3 heads, one head of Vishwarupa, it became Kapinjala, the other head became a sparrow, Kavalinka, and the 3rd head became Tittiri. That's a common patridge, different kinds of words. Okay, the heads became that, but what did Indra do? That's clearly Guru Hatya. Grave mistake. And Indra suffers for that reaction for 1 year. He suffers that for 1 year, and after that, he distributes his sinful reaction. The details of it, you can please read the Bhagavata. He distributes that sinful reaction to 4 people: earth, water, trees, and women. Okay, and earth takes the sin, accepts the sin from Indra. Because earth accepts the sin, there are deserts on earth. And Indra gives benediction to earth. Because you have accepted my sin, though you have deserts, if you have any ditches, they will be filled quickly. So that's the benediction Indra gives. All these 4 people, earth, water, tree, and women, they're trying to help Indra taking his sins, because there has to be somebody ruling the heavenly planet also, Swargaloka also. Yeah, like that. So that way, earth, water, trees, and women, they accept the curse and have certain symptoms because of that. And Indra gives certain benedictions to 4 of them, like that. Okay, that part is fine. And then what happens? Because he has beheaded Vishwarupa, Tvashta, the father of Vishwarupa, he becomes very angry. Because Vishwarupa is the son of Tvashta. So with his anger, Tvashta, he performs a yajna. He performs a yajna to kill Indra. So when he was performing yajna, he utters the mantra. This Karmakanda is like this. When the mantra Ucharana is happening, when we are pronouncing the mantra, the meter and the specifics of the pronunciation has to be exactly as it is supposed to be. Otherwise, the results will be opposite. So, Tvashta was performing yajna, and he was uttering the mantra, which should mean, let the one who kills Indra be born now. But because of his incorrect pronunciation, it has turned into, let the one who will be killed by Indra be born now. That was the result of his yajna, unfortunately. Unfortunately or fortunately, Vritrasura hero is coming, so that's fortunate. So that way, a very fiery demon, huge demon comes out of the yajna. And his name is Vritrasura. Asura is demon. He was so big that he was touching the sky. And he was like a huge mountain. Vritra he's covering everything. He was so big that he was covering everything in the universe. That's why his name was Vritrasura. So he was born. And because the moment, it's like this, not that he was first was doing the sacrifice and then a little baby was born and it took time for the baby to grow up, and then he learned the military arts and he had the weapons, he brought the weapons, and then he came onto the battlefield. No, nothing like that. This is Vritrasura born out of the yajna with the instrument, with the weapons in his hand. Huge. He's not a baby. He's a huge demon outwardly with weapons in his hand. And his purpose was to attack demigods. So immediately, as soon as he was born from that yajna, he attacked the demigod. He didn't even have to attack. Just one step. And all the weapons that the demigods were throwing, he simply swallowed. Didn't have to do anything. Demigods could not touch him. What to speak of injure him? Look at this, the demigods here. They are like lilliputs, right? So small compared to the Vritrasura. And they realized he is something that cannot be dealt by him. So next thing, what happens? Brahma is already over, huh? With the help of Brahma, Vishwarupa was given as priest, and that Vishwarupa is also killed now. Who do they go to? Now they are praying to Lord Vishnu. So they are offering prayers. They ran from that place, ran far from Vritrasura, and they started offering prayers to the Lord into the milk ocean and offered prayers to the Lord. So these demigods are praying, but if you read, when we read the prayers of these different devotees in Bhagavatam, dear devotees, all these devotees, he said they are all demigods. They are like what? Sakama Bhaktas. They have so many desires, and that's why they take shelter of the Lord. Their prayers are like that. Oh, you're so, we'll see what those prayers are. And this will tell us what their realization of the Lord is and how pure their devotion is. Yeah. We have heard the prayers of Queen Kunti, prayers of Uttara, prayers of Dwarakavasis. All those prayers, prayers of Bhishma. What are their prayers? Just with their prayers, we can see how pure is their consciousness. Right? On the same note, just with the prayers of these demigods, we can see how pure their consciousness is. So these prayers, demigod said, okay, Lord Vishnu, first of all, what are they saying is, let us take shelter of Lord Vishnu, who is a fear personified. Yad bibeti swayam bhayam. Yeah, because they're all very fearful. And they need the shelter. And then they offer prayer. Okay. They say, oh Lord, you are the supreme shelter. You are the source of everything. And you have protected so many. You have protected as Matsyavatara, you have protected Manu. And when Brahma was when Brahma was shaken in the beginning of creation and was falling down into the water of devastation, you have protected Brahma also. And like that, they say you have had so many incarnations to protect different devotees. Now, please, can you have some incarnation to protect us also? And after that, they say, we are calling out only for you. Only you can give the shelter. Only you can give the protection for us from this Vritrasura. If we think of any other shelter other than you, it's like crossing the ocean by dog's tail. which is an impossible task to cross the ocean holding dog's tail. So that's why we are seeking only your protection, O Lord. So please be kind upon us. Take some incarnation and protect us from Vritrasura. In other words, please come kill Vritrasura. That's what these demigods are praying. And the detailed prayers are also given in the Bhagavatam. Please read the dear devotees. It is astonishing to see one of their prayers was, "O Lord, we do not know much about you. Only the very saintly people know about you. By the way, O Lord, sometimes you come in the form in human form, right? Then do you have karma also? Do you experience happiness and misery also?" Yeah. And we are asking you because we have not much idea about you. Only the saintly people know you. So those are also there. Those also prayers from those demigods. So their understanding of Vishuddha Sattva is so much only. Asking the personification of Vishuddha Sattva, if you are also under karma, you also go through happiness and miseries. They ask that also. But the next one, they say this one too, very beautiful one. They have heard about the Lord in different directions from the Shastra. Also, they have their own questions. Everything is coming together as their prayers. And one of the prayer is, "Oh Lord, you are not seen. You are not seen by us," because we have a mentality of being separate gods. We think we can control people around us, things around us. We think everything is meant for our enjoyment. So we are little separate gods here. Why would you be appearing to us? How can we perceive the Supreme Lord when we ourselves are thinking like God, as separate small gods? That was a good point the demigods mentioned. Yeah. And so they pray like that, and Lord Vishnu appears when they say you have you had so many incarnations to protect so many devotees. Now would you please come as some incarnation? Then Lord Vishnu appears. As soon as he appears, all the demigods, they fall prostrated, they were jubilant, and after seeing the Lord, they offer few more prayers. And the summary of all that prayers is, again, "You are the Lord of trees. Please take another incarnation to kill Vritrasura." That's the whole point. You are the shelter, you are the protector. Now Vritrasura is killing us, so you please kill him, so we can be in these bodies and we can be in this Swargaloka. That's the summary of the prayers of the demigods. So please annihilate Vritrasura. They are calling the Lord to annihilate Vritrasura. That's what has happened. And what does the Lord say? Lord says, Lord Vishnu, "Your prayers are full of knowledge. But pure devotees do not really ask for anything. Just bhakti, that's what they ask. And even if fools ask for material desires, whoever bestows those material desires are also fools. And pure devotees discourage karma." This is what the Lord says to the demigods. In other words, you have spoken so much about me, but you end up asking me just to kill Vritrasura? Anyway, okay, now that you have asked, I have appeared, I have to give you a solution. Fine. Go approach Dadichi. Dadichi is a great sage. His body is very strong because of the austerity he has and the knowledge he has. And Ashwini Kumaras, they learned Narayana Kavcha from him, and Tvashta also learned. Ashwini Kumaras learned spiritual science from him, Dadichi. And Twashta learned Narayana Kavacha from Dadichi. So he's a great personality. So you all demigods, through Ashwini Kumaras, you can ask Dadichi to give his body. And with his body, with the bones of his body, Vishwakarma will make a weapon, Vajrayudha. And that weapon will be filled with my spiritual power. And that will kill Vritrasura. Vritrasura is very powerful and he can have victory over these three worlds. But you do not be, don't be afraid of him. He will not harm you. He is also a devotee, says Lord Vishnu. And then he disappears from there. So this is what has happened. Lord Vishnu has appeared for to the prayers of the demigods. He said what he has to say. And demigods got what they wanted to get. So dear devotees, this will be the last introspective practical point for us in today's Katha. What has happened in this scene now is it pertinent to us? Demigods, they call Lord Vishnu. And this is a beautiful one. So demigods called Lord Vishnu. They offered prayers. Their prayers were sincere. They were calling out. Yeah. But they were calling to get relief from the fear and the misery. Right? That is not wrong. That is not wrong at all. But it is similar to this. Here's an example, right? There's an old lady who was carrying a bundle of sticks in the forest. And she had to take the sticks to her home in the village so she can start cooking something and start eating and like that. So she was holding this bundle of sticks and on the shoulder, and this bundle is falling again and again. She's an old lady, unable to pick up that bundle again, put it on the head, and then walk till the village. So the old lady decided to do something. I need help to carry this bundle of stick on my head. Let me pray. Let me pray to God. So maybe he can come and help me to put this bundle of sticks on my head so I can carry them to my village and then use it for my cooking and then eat something. So this old lady, she called out to God, and the God appeared. And when the God appeared, what did this old lady say? Oh dear God, it's so nice of you. You have appeared. What can I do for you, old lady, dear old lady? When the God asked that, she says, oh, can you please put this bundle of sticks on my head again so I can carry them to my village? What was happening? She prayed and the God has appeared. Why does she need this bundle of sticks? Because she's hungry and the hunger pain is there. So she has to go to the village and cook and eat. So for the relief from that hunger pain, she needs the sticks to be carried to the village. But the Lord is there. He can not only take out the hunger, he can make you hunger free. Why don't you just ask him to take you to a place where there is no hunger at all? No, old lady didn't do so. And there's one more thing. A father, a wealthy father, and the sons. If the sons come to the wealthy father and then just ask for, whatever money that he has every now and then, I need some land, I need some house, I need a scooter, I need a car, like that. So the father will give because the sons are asking, father will give the money. And their desires can be fulfilled. But how about not asking anything to the father but just give him a cup of water or take care of him, cook for him, and see what gives him happiness. Not ask him anything, but just see how he can be happy. And if the sons do that, if any of the sons do that, then the father might think, this son is so much affectionate to me. He's really caring for me. And the father will start thinking about the son. And he would end up writing all his property for that son because he has pleased him so much. So it's not so much about how much we are asking. All the asking needs are fulfilled when we are pleasing, when we are pleasing our Supreme Lord. Very relevant to our Harinam. When we do the japa, when the Lord is saying himself in Bhagavad Gita, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ejana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhyuktam Kshemam Vaham. Whoever does my chintanam without deviation, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, without any other thought, without any chintana, Ejana Paryupasate, whoever worships me, does the upasana of me, then Tesham Nityabhyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. I will provide them what they lack. I will preserve what they have. And what does that mean? Only material or spiritual? I will provide what they lack. I will preserve what they have. There's so many devotees in the history. Narasimha Mehta, his daughter had to be, the daughter had to get married. Narasimha Mehta was such a devotee. And that's a beautiful, big story. But the bottom line is Lord Krishna took care of the marriage of the daughter. Like that, there are many devotees, how Lord Krishna has taken care of their responsibilities. So how is that pertinent to us Kali Yuga devotees, sadhakas, you and me? When we are Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ejana Paryupasate, when we are taking full shelter of the Lord, Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, the Lord himself is present in the Harinama. Taking full shelter of the Lord is putting any of our thoughts or concerns aside, giving our complete attention to the Lord with full faith in his words. Here is the Lord in the Nama. And if I am serving him with full attention and having faith in his words that he will take care of my material needs and the spiritual progress. And with that faith in his words, if I am serving this Nama Chintamani Krishna, if I'm serving Krishna in this Nama, then everything that I need materially, all the material needs and the material responsibilities will be taken care of. How can they be taken care of? With the external arrangements, with the internal insight, and with the whatever understanding that we need, whatever insight that we need, and whatever molding that we need to do our responsibilities, material responsibilities. Everything will be taken care of, both externally and internally. May not be exactly the way we want that to happen, but Lord will take care of it, molding us in a way that is better for us. So that way the material needs and responsibilities are taken care of. Then how about the spiritual progress? The very fact that we are having full faith in the Nama and paying full attention to the Nama to the best of our ability, when we are serving Nama like that, then the Lord will give the Ruchi. Gradually he will give the Ruchi, Nama Ruchi, bonding with the Nama, that he will give gradually. And when Nama Ruchi is being given, the taste for the devotional service is being given, That itself is Vaikuntha. And that is what all the Bhagavatas are asking for, right? Loving devotional service. So both material things and spiritual, material needs and responsibilities, and the spiritual progress, so-called progress, but spiritual progress. But Nam Ruchi, Shuddha Bhakti is also given. So Shuddha Bhakti is given, and materially also we are taken care of just by having full faith in the words of the Lord, who are and those words are being endorsed by our acharyas who have lived it, showed it, like that. So in this way, by taking complete shelter of the Lord, both the material and spiritual things are met. So Nama Bhasa can already give everything that is needed materially. But when we take complete shelter of the Nama, try to take complete shelter of the Nama with full faith, then Nama Ruchi is also given through Guru Tattva. Nama Ruchi is also given. Yeah. So this is the potency of the Nama. The Nama can give us a Nama Ruchi, and just Nama Bhasa can take care of all the material needs. Knowing this, what are we doing with the Harinama? Right? All these thoughts, one side going on, Harinama going in there. So parallel paths, thoughts one side and Nama one side. Well, what can I do to at least overlap it? Let the thoughts be directed to the Lord. Krishna, this is it. Okay. But even more better is the light of the Sadhu Vakya is there. Light of the Shastra is there. Anyas Chintayanto Mam. Chintamani, Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. So in the light of Shastra and Sadhu Vakya, we mute Chester and the fine message. Yes, I could do it. So in the light of Sadhu and Shastra, under the shelter that is given to us, the Nam Bhajan should happen. Then that will give us complete results as promised in Shastra. So that's what Lord Vishnu was saying to the demigods. This is what you're asking just materially. Okay, I'm giving you, like, okay, we are doing the Nama Bhasa, somehow the material things will fall in place. But do the bhajan in the light of Sadhu and Shastra, taking shelter under the Guru, then the devotional service, loving devotional service to the Lord will be given. Okay. Dear devotees, we will pause here. Yeah, that will be the last one. That's all in here. Yeah, from this chapter. So quickly summarizing what we have heard so far. This is about Vishwarupa, Indra. So Sukadeva Goswami was explaining to Parikshit Maharaj how Vishwarupa has become the priest of the demigods. So what happened was Indra ignored, disrespected his guru and lost his power. And that's where we talked about the breach of Vaishnava etiquette can affect our bhakti. And so the fence for us is Vaishnava etiquette. Fence in order to protect from Vaishnava Paramada is Vaishnava etiquette that we have covered. And the details of Vaishnava etiquette can be more, but we have heard about that briefly. Details of Vaishnava Parada is more, but one thing that can save us from this is at least following the etiquette. So that fence is Vaishnava etiquette. And after that, during the conversation of demigods with Brahma, when Brahma was saying how imprudent you are that you have disrespected Brihaspati, who is situated in the mode of goodness, there we have heard about how Shri Guru is Krishna Kripa Shri Murti, and how Lord Krishna said, Acharya Mam Abhijanati, all Acharyas, the Guru Tattva is not different from me. We have heard from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Prabhupada about the potency and source of Guru Tattva, from where the Bhagavad Tattva, through which Bhagavad Tattva flows. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. So Guru Tattva, Guru gives us the spiritual vision. He gives us the shelter in the parampara. He is the qualification for us to do any kind of seva anywhere. And whatever shravanam that we are hearing is because we have the shelter in the parampara. So shravanam can happen from anywhere, but the opportunity to hear that from anywhere is because of the Guru that gave us shelter in the parampara. So in this way, Yogyata Vichare Kichnahi Paye Tomara Karunasara. Our qualification and our strength is all Guru. That's what we have heard from the Acharyas. And then the Brahma says, okay, now Tvashta, go to Tvashta's son, Vishwarupa, accept him as your priest. And Indra goes there and says, okay, we are like your parents, so please be our priest. You are, don't think you are younger to us. You are Brahman realized, so please become our priest. Vishwarupa was very kind enough, and he becomes the priest, and he gives Narayana Kavacha, and Indra and all the demigods. They regain their opulence, but once when Indra sees that Tvashta, the Vishwarupa, was offering oblations to the demons also, he felt very insecure, and he cut off Vishwarupa's head, and then he has to undergo that sinful reaction for a year, and then distributes the sins to those 4 people in different forms. And but Tvashta does the yajna. He wanted to bring a personality out that can kill Indra, but because of improper pronunciation, the personality is huge that comes from yajna, but it is destined that that personality will be killed by Indra. So that is Vritrasura. And so Vritrasura was so strong, demigods could not stand in front of him, so goes and then they pray Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu appears and says, okay, your prayers are beautiful, but what are you asking? I am here myself, but okay, pure devotees, they don't ask for anything material. And something you are just asking, something material, which is very foolish. The Lord says that, but anyway, since he has appeared and he has to give a solution, he says, go to Dadichi and ask for his body. And out of his bones, Vishwarupa will make a Vajrayudha, and that Vajrayudha will have my strength. My power will be invested there. This will kill Vritrasura. One will wonder, what? Dadichi is a great soul. And the Lord is giving a plan to kill Vritrasura. Vritrasura is also devotee. Dadichi is also great soul. What is this happening? Can Lord do this? This is not fair. That is the immediate thinking, right? Immediate thought. This is called apara vichar. The immediate thought that we get when we hear about Bhagavan or Shastra is apara vichar. Apara, which is not para, which is not eternal, temporary, vichar, thought. And so apara vichar, this is used, all the pastimes of the Lord, especially, the stealing, the Vastrapaharana Leela. What? Lord doing it? Yeah, that common reaction that people would not understand, that's apara vichar. But what is the actual understanding? Para vichar. Para is eternal, transcendental vichar. That para vichar is tattva vichar. So based on tattva vichar, how do we understand this? Lord giving this plan to the demigods to kill Dadichi, to get the bones from Dadichi, to kill Vritrasura. Who is the devotee? Because it's like this. Dadichi is so exalted, he would not have apara vichar like this. And Vritrasura, when we come to the prayers of Vritrasura, it will be quite clear to us that he is on para vichar, not apara. The body will be snatched away by Maya Shakti anyway at the time of death. So this temporary body has to be destroyed, will be taken away by the time anyway. What great fortune is that this body, the departure of this body is planned by the Lord himself. What great fortune would that be? If the Lord is planning for the soul, for the soul to be released from this body, so the soul can come to him. What great fortune is that? Dadichi and Vritrasura, they belong to that kingdom. That's why, in order to bring them to him, their desire is that this is the plan that was given. So, and that's how all the pastimes of the Lord could be understood. Tattva vichar. Yeah. Yes, dear devotees, that's all for us today.